Good morning, students. Today we'll start our third chapter, that is a combinational and logical circuit. Combinational and logical circuits. In yesterday's lecture we have seen the logic family. That was the last point of chapter number 2. Today we'll start our third chapter, and the name of third chapter is a combinational and logical circuit. So on your screen you can see the contents of today's TLO, that is a sum of product form, product of sum form, standard SOP form and POS form, convert SOP to standard SOP, convert POS to standard POS, mean term and max terms, right? Now what do you mean by combinational and logical circuits, right? So in digital circuit there are two types. One is combinational circuit and second is a sequential circuit. So in this chapter we'll going to learn a combinational circuits, and in fourth and fifth chapter we'll see about the sequential circuits. So basically what do you mean by combinational and sequential circuit? Every digital circuits or digital components, you can say that it is divided into two types, that is a combinational circuit and sequential circuit. So combinational circuits are the digital circuits which does not require any memory, right? It does not require any memory. So it uses or it produces the output depending on only on input conditions, right? So combinational circuits are the digital circuits which produces the output depending on input conditions only, present input conditions, and it doesn't require any memory element, right? So what are the example of combinational circuits? So up till now we have seen the logic gates, right? Logic gates means it is having one boolean expression, and according to that boolean expression logic gates produces the output, right? So logic gates produces the output only depending on the four possible condition, that is 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, and according to boolean equation it will give the output, right? But while producing the output it uses only these four conditions. Means it is totally depends on the input conditions. It doesn't require any memory, it doesn't uses any feedback element to produce output. So such type of digital devices or circuits, you can say that it is called as a combinational circuit. So example of combinational circuits are logic gate, right? And what are the sequential circuit? The sequential circuits are the digital circuit which requires a memory element or feedback element to produce output. So sequential circuit means it produces the output depending on present as well as past input condition. Present and past input conditions, according to this present and past input condition it will produce the output. Now what do you mean by present input conditions? The present input conditions are like this, right? And what are the past input condition? Past input condition means it uses a feedback element. And what do you mean by feedback element? It is nothing but memory. Some data you have stored in memory, and if you are going to use this memory to produce the output, it is called as a feedback, right? So sequential circuit requires present and past input condition. Past input condition means feedback element is required. Feedback element is nothing but memory. So sequential circuit, examples of sequential circuits are flip-flop. Then you can say that counter, shift registers. The circuit of these devices we'll see in fourth and fifth chapter. So examples of sequential circuits are flip-flop, counter and shift register, right? So these are the two digital circuits, combinational circuits and sequential circuits. So in third chapter we are going to learn about a combinational circuit. The combinational circuits are a digital circuit which does not require any memory element to produce output. It produces the output depending only on present input conditions, and the example of combinational circuit is logic gates, right? Now our content is sum of product form. and product of sum form. Today we'll see how to design the sum of product form and product of sum form. Now sum of product form means you can see you have seen the two De Morgan's theorem, right? In De Morgan's theorem we have seen what do you mean by sum and what do you mean by product form, right? So sum of product form means, on your screen you can see that there are three variables are given, a, b, c plus a bar b into c bar, right? So a, b, c, this is the product term, right? And the addition of this product term, these are the product terms, right? And you are taking the sum of these product terms. So such type of equations you can call it sum of product form, and short form of this we can call it like SOP form. So SOP means a sum of product form, right? So if any equation is given like a b bar plus b into c bar plus a b c, this means these product terms you are adding together. So equation in this form we can call it sum of product form, right? So this is called as a sum of product form. And these variables or these terms we can call it like mean terms. So each individual term in SOP form is called as a mean term, right? Each individual term is in SOP form is called as a mean term, right? So ये जो है a b bar b into c bar a b c, this individual term is called as a mean terms, and it is represented by small m. It is represented by small m. See, we are going to learn design of combinational circuit. What are the combinational circuit? We have seen the definition of combinational circuit. In that combinational circuit, we are going to design some equations, and the form of first equation is called as a sum of product form, that is a SOP. SOP means a sum of product form. These product terms we have added together. The form is called as a sum of product form, and each individual term in SOP form is called as a mean term, which is denoted by small m, right? On your screen you can see also one equation is given which is in the form of SOP form, right? Now next is POS term. POS means product of sum term. Means variables, we are going to take the addition of variables and will take the product of these sum terms, right? So a plus b, or you can take b plus c. So these are the sum terms. These are the sum terms, and we have taken the product of this sum, right? So this form is called as a product of sum form. So short form of this we have written POS. That means POS form, product of sum. So any equation in which we have taken the addition of variables and finally we have added these terms with the product function is called as a POS term. Now each individual term in POS form is called as a max term, and it is denoted by capital M, right? So see the difference. Here we have taken the sum of product, and we can call it like mean terms, and it is denoted by small m. In POS form exactly reverse we have done. We have taken the sum terms and finally we are going to take the product of this sum, which is nothing but POS form, and each individual term in POS form is max term and it is denoted by capital M. So now each individual term in POS form is called as a max term, right? Now we'll design 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable mean and max, right? Mean and max terms. Now how to do this? See, on your screen again, before going to design mean term and max term, some important points are given. That is, in mean term we look for the function where the output results 1, right? So in mean term, what is the meaning of this sentence? Again I am telling you, third sentence. See, in mean term we look for the function where the output results is 1. That means for complement term or consider complement term as 0. Consider complement term as 0 and uncomplement term as 1. Uncomplement term as 1. See carefully. In mean term, we are going to consider complement term as 0, uncomplement term as 1. That means if I have written a bar, b bar, I will consider the value of this variable as a 0, 0, right? Because what I have written here, complement term, consider complement term as a 0. Consider complement term as a 0 and uncomplement term as a 1. Here I have taken both the variables in the complement form. That's why the value of these variables are 0, 0. If I have written like this, a bar b, then the value of this variable is 0, 1, right? So by applying this logic, we will design mean terms for 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable table, right? Now 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable tables already we have done in our first chapter, right? फर्स्ट चैप्टर में हमने 2 वेरिएबल, 3 वेरिएबल, 4 वेरिएबल टेबल का डिज़ाइन किया था. नाउ दिस टेबल्स वी आर गोइंग टू रिप्रेजेंट इन सॉफ्ट टर्म and pos term, that means mean term and max term. Now mean term means you have to design soft form and max term means you have to design pos form. अभी क्या करना है, जब हम मीन टर्म मैक्स टर्म डिज़ाइन करेंगे, सो वाइल डिज़ाइनिंग सॉफ्ट फॉर्म और वाइल डिज़ाइनिंग मीन टर्म यू हैव टू कंसिडर कॉम्प्लीमेंट टर्म एज अ 0 एंड अनकॉम्प्लीमेंट टर्म एज अ 1, राइट? सो अगर 2 वेरिएबल के लिए लिखना है तो मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा, व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल टेक 4 पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशन 0 0 0 1 1 0 एंड 1 1. For 3 variable I will take 0 0 0 0 to 1 1 and for 4 variable I will take 4 zeros up to 4 1, right? These tables already we have designed in first chapter. Now we'll going to design mean term and max term for these tables. Now how to design soft terms. Soft terms means we have to represent the given equation in the form of mean terms. In that, what logic we will going to apply, we will consider complement term as a 1 and uncomplement term as a complement term as a 0 and uncomplement term as a 1. Exactly we will do reverse thing in max term. For complement term we will consider 1 and for uncomplement we will consider 0. So we will take the same variables here and in max term we have to write variable in the form of pos. In mean term we have to write a variable in the form of soft form. So if I want to take these terms in the form of pos, I will write like a bar plus b bar. Now what logic we are going to apply here? For complement we will take the value as a 1 1. For uncomplement we'll take as a 0. If I'll write this equation in the form of pos a bar b, but here complement means 1 and uncomplements means 0. So you will see the difference here. What I have done here, for complement I have taken 1, for uncomplement I have taken 0. Exactly reverse here. For complement I have written 0, for uncomplement I have written 1. Here I have taken product, here I have taken sum. Right, here I am writing about mean term, that's why it is in the soft form. Here I am writing about max term, so it is in the pos form. Right, now we'll design 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable mean and max term. So how to design it? First we'll see 2 variable SOP and pos form. 2 variable SOP and pos form. So 2 variable means only 2 inputs are there, A and B, 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Here I will design mean terms, which is denoted by small m and which is in the soft form. Here I will take max terms, which is in the form of pos and denoted by capital M. So for SOP, I am going to apply this logic. For complement I have written 0 0, or for 0 I will written the term in the form of complement, and for 1 I will write a term in the form of uncomplement, right? So for this SOP I will write A bar B bar, right? That means M0. Now for 0 in soft form I will write complement term A bar B, which is M1. Now I will write A B bar M2, and finally 1 1 means A B M3. So this is called as a 2 variable soft form. What I have done, I have taken complement term for 0 and uncomplement term for 1, and then I have given notation like M0, M1, M2, M3. Now exactly reverse I will do for pos form. For 0 I will take uncomplement term, and for 1 I will take complement term, and here I will use addition because it is pos form. So A plus B, both are 0 0. In complement, uncomplement we have to take 0 like this. Then A plus B bar, then A bar plus B, then A bar plus B bar. Exactly opposite to this. See, here I have written complement for these two terms. Here exactly opposite I have done. Here A bar I have taken in pos, here only A is taken in pos. So exactly reverse to this, exactly reverse to this, and here product is there, here I have taken sum. Now this I will give capital M notation, M0, M1, M2, M3. Right. So these are the mean term and these are the max terms for 2 variable. Now for 3 variable we will take A, B, C 3 terms, 0 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. Now for soft form we will consider 0 as a complement, 1 as a uncomplement. So this will like A bar, B bar, C bar, that is M0. Then A bar, B bar, C, M1. See, I have taken complement for zeros and uncomplement for 1. So here A bar, B, C bar, M2. Then A bar, B into C, M3. A, B bar, C bar, M4. And 5, A, B bar, C, M5. Then A, B, C bar, M6. And A, B, C is M7 because all are ones. So this is the soft form for 3 variable. Again for POS form. Now POS form is very easy. We have to just make complement term into uncomplement form and put the plus sign between variables. So it will like A plus B plus C, capital M0. Here A plus B plus C बार M1. जहाँ पे बार दिया है वहाँ पे दिया नहीं है, जहाँ पे नहीं था वहाँ पे दिया है और एडिशन के साइंस डाले हैं इन बिटवीन वेरिएबल्स. सो एग्जैक्टली रिवर्स इज योर POS फॉर्म. A plus B bar plus C, M2. Then A plus B bar plus C bar is M3. A bar plus B plus C is M4. Then A bar plus B plus C bar is M5. Then A bar plus B bar plus C is M6. And finally A bar plus B bar plus C bar is M7. So whatever logic I have written here is applied while designing 2 variable and 3 variable SOP and POS form. Now we will see how to design a 4 variable SOP and POS form. It is very easy. 4 variable. Once you got the logic, you can design yourself. Now for 4 variable, we will take 4 variables A, B, C, D, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. ये कैसे डिज़ाइन करना है हमने फर्स्ट चैप्टर में देखा था. So these are the 4 variable table. Now we have to represent this into SOP and POS. First one, SOP form, mean terms. So we'll write it in the form of small m. Here A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, that is M0. And while designing POS form, we'll take a reverse of SOP, that means A plus B plus C plus D, that is M0. Now for this, A bar, B bar, C bar, D, M1, exactly opposite here, A plus B plus C plus D bar, M1, then A bar, B bar, C, D bar. Here exactly opposite, A plus B plus C bar plus D, A bar, B bar, C and D. Here A plus B plus C bar plus D bar. Here A bar, B, C bar, D bar. Here A plus B bar plus C plus D. Here A bar, B, C bar, D. Here A plus B bar plus C plus D bar. Here A bar, B into C into D bar. Here A plus B bar plus C bar plus D. Here A bar, B, C, D. Here A plus B bar plus C bar plus D bar. तो डिफरेंस आपको पता चल गया होगा. मैं यहाँ पे जिस टर्म को कॉम्प्लीमेंट दे रही हूँ यहाँ पे वो निकाल रही हूँ, एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट करना है। यहाँ पे आएगा ए बी बार सी बार डी बार, यहाँ पे ए बार प्लस बी प्लस सी प्लस डी, यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट ले रहे हैं, यहाँ पे सम ले रहे हैं, ए बी बार सी बार डी, ए बार प्लस बी प्लस सी प्लस डी बार, ए बी बार सी डी बार, ए बार प्लस बी प्लस सी बार प्लस डी, ए बी बार सी डी, ए बार प्लस बी प्लस सी बार प्लस डी बार, ए बी सी बार डी बार, ए बार प्लस बी बार प्लस सी प्लस डी, ए बी सी बार डी, ए बार प्लस बी बार प्लस सी प्लस डी बार, ए बी सी डी बार, यहाँ पे ए बार प्लस बी बार प्लस सी बार प्लस डी, यहाँ पे ए बी सी डी, यहाँ पे ए बार प्लस बी बार प्लस सी बार डी बार. So this is all about how to design a 2 variable and 3 variable SOP and POS form, right? Now we'll see how to represent a given term in the standard SOP form and standard POS form. Standard sum form or standard POS form means you have to find out a missing variable and correct the given equation with that missing variable. You have to write given equation in the form of standard POS and standard SOP form. So on your screen you can see that one equation is given, f in bracket ABC. The equation is AB plus BC into AC. So in first term the C variable is missing, in second term A is missing, and third B is missing. So मिसिंग टर्म जो है उसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट एंड अनकॉम्प्लीमेंट फॉर्म का जो एडिशन है उसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई करना है. सी द इक्वेशन इज ए बी प्लस बी इंटू सी प्लस ए इंटू सी. सो यहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं कि होल इक्वेशन इज हैविंग 3 वेरिएबल्स ए बी एंड सी. सो यहाँ पे सी मिसिंग है, यहाँ पे ए मिसिंग है, यहाँ पे बी मिसिंग है. सो वी कैन कॉल इट अनस्टैंडर्ड सॉफ्ट फॉर्म. सो स्टैंडर्ड सॉफ्ट फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करना है तो मिसिंग वेरिएबल का कॉम्प्लीमेंट एंड अनकॉम्प्लीमेंट का एडिशन है, उसको हमको क्या करना है, इसके साथ ये टर्म के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करना है. तो यहाँ पे क्या है, सी मिसिंग है. सो विल टेक ए बी इन ब्रैकेट सी प्लस सी बार. यहाँ पे ए मिसिंग है, सो विल मल्टीप्लाई विथ ए प्लस ए बार. एंड यहाँ पे b मिसिंग है तो विल मल्टीप्लाई विथ b प्लस बी बार. नाउ डू द ब्रैकेट मल्टीप्लिकेशन, ए बी सी प्लस ए बी सी बार, देन ए बी सी प्लस ए बार बी सी प्लस ए बी सी प्लस ए बी बार सी. नाउ ये इक्वेशन है, ये इक्वेशन आपको क्या करना है, by applying Boolean algebra rules we have to reduce this equation. ABC plus ABC means a plus a is equals to a. So we'll write double terms only once by applying this rule. ABC plus ABC is ABC. Then यहाँ पे भी ABC है तो एक बार ही ABC लेंगे, उसके बाद A B C बार, then A बार B C, then A B C बार. सो अभी सारे टर्म अलग अलग है, कोई रिपीटेटिव नहीं है. अगर रिपीटेटिव है तो बाय अप्लाइंग दिस लॉ वी कैन राइट इट इनटू सिंगल टर्म. सो दिस इज द फाइनल standard soft form. So we have converted this equation into standard soft form. Then we'll see how to convert the given equation, given POS equation into standard POS form. So if the equation is given like a plus b, in second bracket b plus c, in third bracket a plus c, so this is, you can see that this is the POS term. सो यहाँ पे मिसिंग वेरिएबल इज सी, यहाँ पे मिसिंग वेरिएबल इज ए, यहाँ पे मिसिंग वेरिएबल इज बी, राइट. सो हाउ टू कन्वर्ट दिस अनस्टैंडर्ड POS इनटू स्टैंडर्ड POS? सो विल टेक लाइक ए बी एंड यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे, इसको ऐड करेंगे प्रोडक्ट के साथ सी इंटू सी बार. यहाँ पे जो किया था एग्जैक्टली उसके रिवर्स, यहाँ पे सम टर्म को मल्टीप्लाई किया था, यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट टर्म को ऐड करेंगे. सो ये कैसे आएगा, इसके साथ आएगा बी प्लस सी प्लस ए इंटू ए बार, और यहाँ पे आएगा ए प्लस सी बी इंटू बी बार, राइट. सो अगर ये आप हम लिखेंगे फिर से, तो ये कैसे लिखना है, ए प्लस बी प्लस सी, इसको कैसे एक्सपांड करना है देखिए, ए प्लस बी प्लस सी, देन ए प्लस बी प्लस सी बार, देन ए प्लस बी प्लस सी, देन ए बार प्लस बी प्लस सी, और इसको ए प्लस बी प्लस सी एंड नेक्स्ट ब्रैकेट ए प्लस बी बार प्लस सी, राइट. नाउ ए इंटू ए इज इक्वल्स टू ए. सो जो भी ब्रैकेट रिपीट हुआ है उसको हम क्या करेंगे, विल राइट इट ओनली वंस, ए प्लस बी प्लस सी, देन ए प्लस बी प्लस सी बार, देन ए बार प्लस बी प्लस सी, देन ए प्लस बी बार प्लस सी. सो दिस इज the method how to convert the given equation in the standard POS form. What do you mean by standard and standard SOP and POS form? Here the three variables are present in equation, but in each term all the variables are not present. So what you have to do, you have to take a missing term and then finally you have to write all the terms with all variables, right. यहाँ पे क्या है, this in this and this equation, in each variable some terms are missing, so you have to take that terms and either you have to multiply or add these terms with complement and uncomplement form. For SOP you have to multiply with complement and uncomplement form. For POS you have to add the product of complement and uncomplement form, right. So this is the method how to convert the given equation into standard, either standard SOP form or either standard POS form, right. So this is all about our today's equations. Now you can convert the given equation into standard you have to find out the given equation, you have to find out the from given equation mean terms or max terms. On your screen you can see the one, some examples are given. Which is called as a representing the given equation in the form of either mean term or max term, right. So you on your screen you can see that the given equation in the form of soft form, and the given equation we have just converted it into the mean terms, right. So a three variable table with mean and max term we have designed. So see second equation, a bar b bar c, that comma means bar, right. a bar b bar c plus a bar b c plus a b bar c plus a b c, right. सो यहाँ पे क्या किया है, वो जो बार वाले टर्म्स है उनको कन्वर्ट किया है mean term में, and finally summation of mean terms we have written. So on your screen what exactly done we'll see. See, second equation is given f a comma b comma c is given like that, comma a bar b bar c plus a bar b c plus a b bar c plus abc. Now this is the soft form. First identify which is the form of equation. This is soft form. Now soft form means for complement we are considering 0, for uncomplement we are considering 1, 1, or you can directly refer this table, right? So bar means this is 0 0 1, this is 0 1 1, this is 1 0 1, and this is 1 1 1. Now 0 0 1 means 1, M1, this is M3, this is M5, and this is M7. So collectively ऐसे लिखना है summation of small m in bracket 1, 3, 5 and 7. This is called as a finding mean terms from given equation. Again the next example is given like a bar b bar c bar plus a bar b c bar plus a bar b c plus a b c bar. See that comma means a complement. Now here 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. That means m0 plus m2 plus m3 plus m6. That means summation of small m 0, 2, 3 and 6. This is finding mean terms from given equation. Also for first form the equation is given a plus b plus c bar, then a plus b bar plus c bar, then a plus b bar plus c bar, then a bar plus b bar plus c bar. Now this is the equation in the form of POS form. So for complement we'll take 1, for uncomplement we'll take a 0. That means this term is 0 0 1. This is for uncomplement 0 0 1 1. Here 0 1 1. Here 1 1 1. That means capital M1. For POS we'll write capital M, M3 plus again M3 plus M7. So collectively we'll write pi. Instead of this summation we'll take pi in bracket 1, 3 and 7. Right. Next example is a plus b plus c, then a plus b bar plus c, then a b c, then a b bar plus c bar, then a bar plus b bar plus c. So for uncomplement we'll take 0, that means this 0, then 0 1 0, then 0 1 1, then 1 1 0. That means capital M0, M2, M3 and M6. So collectively we'll write pi capital M in bracket 0, 2, 3 and 6. Always write this order in ascending form. Right. So this is called a finding a max term from given equation. Right. So this is all about today's lecture. In this lecture we have seen what is a combinational circuit, what is a sequential circuit, what is a soft form, what is POS form, how to write a SOP and POS form, 2 variable, 3 variable, then how to convert the given form into standard form. Either it will be SOP or POS. Then we have to solve the equations, how to find out the mean terms and max terms from given equation, right? So please go through this video. I'll send the notes. Read that notes and try to find out or try to write this 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable SOP and POS form in your notebook, right? Thank you.